Well, welcome back to the podcast.
Yes, welcome.
It's the Late Night Cinema Club. We watched a movie.
have dogs.
I almost said we did a thing.
Oh no. Get out.
We did a thing.
Okay, listen. I will tell you the truth about that one. I know that you guys. That's like what generation is that?
Millennials.
Millennial.
Okay, but I'm not a millennial.
You're Gen X. You're a
Barely.
cusper, actually. You are like 2 months off from being a millennial. So
But I've never in my life said I did a thing and meant it as anything other than the way I just said it, which was mocking people who actually say that. But I definitely know people who actually
there are
said
people who are only like 3 months younger than you who say that.
that. Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying is I don't think the generation thing's an actual like, oh, what day were you born? Oh, you're one day in. No.
The generation thing is broken down by stereotypes, and the reason why it's more relevant today is because of the internet.
It's true.
So it's more based off of different eras of the internet that you grew up on, which is what separates generations more.
Back when I was a kid, if you'd asked me what's the difference between like you and the people like 15 years older than you, I'd have been like, they're 15 years older? I don't know. Nothing. I don't know. I didn't really
Stuff
think
changes
about it.
a lot faster.
Things are changing faster now.
So
Mm-hmm.
my experience is way different than someone born 10 years after me.
Yeah, like the generation that's being born like a few years ago, they have Skibbity Toilet. Meanwhile, we had My Little Pony
Like,
cutting each
think
other
about
up,
this. When
cutting
I
each
was
other
a
up
kid,
with chainsaws.
Like, we still had Vine,
yeah, we had Vine.
which I think someone like,
We watched Vine compilations.
which I
on
think a
YouTube.
kid like from today wouldn't know what Vine is.
I remember when I first saw YouTube, the first time, I honestly didn't understand it. I was like, so you put videos of you on the internet? And I actually was like, who's going to watch that?
Everybody.
Everybody. I didn't know it would literally be like the world's biggest
Dad,
TV channel.
Gangnam
Like,
Style has like 2 billion views on YouTube.
dude, I know.
I
watch so much YouTube. It's like I don't even have cable or watch any TV other than, I watch movies and I watch Netflix and, stuff like that. But like we don't have like cable service.
But Dad,
I don't even miss it.
the guy who used to hold the most liked comment on YouTube, I think he deleted his comment because I went looking for it the other day and I couldn't find it.
Why would you do
And
that?
the
What was
comment-
it first?
So it was
First.
It was on Billie Eilish's music video for Bad Guy, and then a guy commented, "I'm the bald guy." And that was the most liked comment on YouTube for like
Bro.
years.
How many likes?
And that guy was me.
No. Anyway, I went looking for that comment the other day and I couldn't find it. I found a bunch of comments that said I went looking for the comment and I couldn't find it.
Huh.
So I don't know where it is.
Well, I did not know that. I don't think I've ever seen the video for that song.
It's not that interesting of a
No.
video.
Well, guys, we did it again. Oops, we did it again.
Bro.
We watched another Tom Hanks movie. Why did we do that?
Because everyone had to be
'Cause-
there, so I had to pick something that was okay for children of all ages.
Yeah, you listed a bunch of stuff that you were like, what should we watch tonight? And what were you saying? Pulp Fiction?
Sicario.
Sicario.
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
We could have watched Casablanca.
Yeah, we could have watched that.
If they just wouldn't have, like, their attention span is cooked, they can't watch a movie that's in black
Yeah,
and
and then
white.
they're like, what about Castaway? And I was like, yeah, they might like that one.
So, yeah, that's what we
Except
watched.
for the fact that they love to narrate everything.
Well, yeah,
Well,
that's the age.
we'll get into that.
Patrick, he loves to narrate.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
so
so
He
we
likes to
watched-
say what's happening on the
Yeah.
screen. That's like a very obvious thing.
Yeah.
Just like the
So,
laugh.
like, a guy will, like, pour orange juice, and then Patrick will be like, "Congratulations, you just poured orange juice."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what he did.
And it's like,
We can all see.
Or he'll be
Yeah.
like giving the person on screen advice, like, "Why didn't you do that? That would have been so much smarter." And like,
you got him.
wow,
Yeah.
you really got him.
Or he'll ask me questions that like there's no way I could know the answer. Like at one point when Tom Hanks first arrives on the island, he's only wearing one sock. And he's like, "Where's the other sock?" Like,
I don't know, at the bottom of the ocean.
I don't know. He just survived a horrific plane crash, so that's pretty crazy.
You know, it's pretty amazing he still has his other sock.
Yeah.
It's pretty
He's
amazing. He
got
still
one
has all
sock.
his body parts.
Yeah.
And no injuries.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe a concussion or something, but like
Maybe.
no noticeable maiming.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
fine.
that's watching a movie with Patrick.
Yeah, the sock is the least of his worries right now.
But what compounds it, though, is Patrick asks the inane questions. And then Harrison starts losing his mind. Like, shut up! Like, he has, like, no fuse. So he's just like, shut up! So I have to listen to, like, where's his sock? And shut up! I'm like, okay, you two,
I
please leave the theater.
was thinking things like that throughout the movie, but I don't say them out loud. I have a
Well,
filter.
Yeah, you can think. That's okay.
You can just watch.
Yeah, I just kind of take
It's
it all in.
fine.
So,
But where's the island?
we could
But
probably
what happened
find
to
it.
the plane? Like, where's the rest of it?
Oh, it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Like,
Where
yeah,
are the
I know.
other guys on that plane?
Oh.
Oh, well, we know where one of them is.
Yeah.
What's his
Anyway,
name,
so
Albert?
we watched
Think so.
Castaway.
Yeah.
That's what we
Castaway,
watched.
the 2000 masterpiece. I remember when this came out, and we didn't have memes. I was telling Carmen we didn't have memes, but Wilson was, if there ever was like a meme, like a cultural touch point that everyone knew about, it was Wilson. Wilson was like a joke on every late night thing, every
So, like,
SNL.
If someone said something stupid, you would just say, like, shut up, Wilson, or something?
Not like
I don't know. What do you mean? Give us an
It
example.
would be like an example of something. You might just like, if you saw your friends like across the gym, you'd be like, Wilson, like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Or like,
I don't know.
if you lost something, you're like, I'm sorry, Wilson. I'm sorry.
I've definitely heard people reference it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if Wilson could talk. I feel like he'd just be really annoying.
I don't know.
How do you think you would be if you were a...
How would Wilson
person.
sound?
No, like what...
Uh,
I feel like he would just be a rage baiter the whole time.
he's probably just like Tom Hanks' character's inner monologue.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, like when you go back and forth in your head, he's just put the back and
Yeah,
forth.
you know what? That thing you go back and forth in your head.
Mhm.
Apparently, that's the thing not everybody does.
Oh, what? I do that
Yeah.
all the time.
I know, me too. How many times have you been like, oh, you know what happens to me all the time? I'm in the shower, and then all of a sudden I'll like replay a conversation that I had, but not
Mhm.
even one I had like that day or 2
Mhm.
days ago.
No, it's like
a-
years
yeah,
ago.
like a year ago. I'm like, oh, I should have said this.
I did that the other
I
day.
do that all the time.
With I replayed a conversation I had with the guy at Boston Pizza who was making balloon animals because Carmen had a fever, so I asked him to make a panda for her.
I don't
Oh.
like pandas.
So that replayed in my head.
Doesn't like pandas.
What? I asked him to make a panda specifically for you.
I only like animals that are majestic. And pandas are not
Pandas
really
are-
majestic.
Pandas are
What are you
roly.
talking about?
Pandas are roly poly, and
Pandas are
I'm
elite.
not really
I
a
remember-
big fan of like
Okay.
the generic cute animals.
I remember one time instead of watching
I'm
a
a total golden retriever
yeah,
guy.
I remember one time instead of watching a movie like a normal family, we watched a panda documentary
We did.
as a family.
I do not remember.
Yes,
I
and I
this?
remember chuckling at the baby panda rolling down the hill.
Oh, baby
We
pandas
did
are-
that
Oh,
as
wait.
a family.
I
We
do
watched a
remember
panda
this.
documentary.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, maybe I
We
do
did.
No,
remember.
we didn't watch a movie that
I
night.
very
We watched a
vaguely
panda
remember
documentary.
this. I vaguely remember this. Like, was it? I think it was like when Disney Plus first came out.
Yeah, it was.
Because there was a whole bunch of nature
'Cause,
documentaries.
yeah, there was a
on
bunch
there.
of like National Geographic stuff.
Yeah, because they were a little light on content. Like they hadn't like launched all their original stuff yet, and like they're still sorting out the rights for everything. But I remember they launched with a whole bunch of nature stuff, so we watched tons of those.
We
yeah,
watched that like free solo,
yeah,
like the
but that's an elite
rock
movie.
climbing.
That's
That
a
was
good
pretty
show.
No, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, watch Castaway.
So, did Tom Hanks get nominated for Best Actor for this one?
Ooh, maybe. You know, when I pulled up the IMDb, let's see if I still got that.
Because I feel like
You
I mean,
think he
this
should've?
movie is 90% just Tom Hanks talking to himself or doing things on island.
Or just being
Right?
silent.
So it's really carried by the performance of Tom Hanks,
Yeah, Best Actor nominee.
nominee.
I don't think he won. There was a stretch there in the 90s, though, where Tom Hanks was just nominated every year.
Yeah.
Because he had done Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
Philadelphia, which is a movie you guys haven't watched. We can watch another Tom Hanks movie.
No.
No.
I think
Let's
we're good.
let's keep it light for a while. Wait till
Um,
January at least.
Tom Hanks movies are our Studio Ghibli.
No, but I don't even really like Tom Hanks movies as like a like it's not like a thing that compels me to watch a movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think of another actor that's like Tom Hanks. Like,
Like just in a butt ton of stuff.
dude's in a lot of movies.
Or like a guy who you would say like, oh, that's a this person movie, and it's just like like, not really in the same kind of way, but like I guess you could say like Bill Murray is just in like a million movies,
That's true.
and then you could be like, oh, it's just a Bill Murray movie, and then you kind of just know Bill Murray's going to be the main character, and it's like
Somehow, though,
but he's in like a bunch of Wes Anderson too.
I would say, like, who's the actor from It's a Wonderful Life? Like,
Oh, I don't know what
why is
his
my
name
brain gone
is.
blank? Oh,
I
that's
know, but
embarrassing.
he's in a ton of. He was in It's a Wonderful Life. He was also in. He's been in multiple things that I've
Yeah.
seen.
You could say like Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah.
Maybe. No?
No,
Maybe.
but what is that guy's name? I do know what his name
Ah,
is.
shoot.
What guy's
He's
name?
also in like Rear Window, and also
What guy?
he's in like every
This
famous
is kind of
movie.
embarrassing that I can't think of it.
Yeah, it is. It is embarrassing.
What movies?
Let's
Like-
see.
I don't know what era. Like I guess the
James Stewart.
James Stewart.
I've never heard that name in my
Well,
life.
you've definitely seen him in movies.
Yeah, you've
Probably.
definitely
I've probably
seen him.
seen him.
Did you see? You saw It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah. We watched that.
Did you though? Did you?
I mean, I didn't
Did you
really-
see it?
Oh, yeah, I looked
I
at
saw
it.
a part of it.
No, we watched it for Christmas.
I saw a clip of it. Anyways, I would say Jimmy Stewart, as they call him.
Sure.
I'd say he's sort of the Tom Hanks, if ever there was like a Tom Hanks
Yeah.
guy, because he's just in a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
every
movies.
time I watch a movie that's like old, he's there.
Yeah,
Every Christmas.
I'll be there.
it's true.
It's just like every time I'm like, oh, there's the It's a Wonderful Life guy.
Yeah. So, what did you guys know about Castaway going into this? Anything?
Well, fun fact, when we watched it yesterday, that same day, I saw a TikTok AI like clip summary of it. So I basically watched the movie before I watched the movie.
Was it the one with
by
the-
accident? You guys,
The
you
man
guys,
is stuck on the island.
No, I know.
Is it
yeah,
one of
right.
those? Yeah.
No, it was like
he then uses his hockey.
he looks
figure
at his
skate
he looks
to-
at his friend lovingly, and instead of turning him to rope, takes him with him. It was like
he
when-
looks at his friend
when
lovingly.
his friend falls
Have
off
you
the
guys,
boat.
Hey, I have a question. Maybe you guys understand this crazy trend that goes on. Have you noticed that there was sort of like maybe 6 months ago a trend where like those edits or like clips of a movie would show up, but they'd always have like the weird line through the middle?
Yep.
Okay,
What?
why is that line through the middle?
I guess so they can't.
Okay, but then nowadays I've noticed I haven't seen many of those. But now what I'm seeing is these weird movie clips where they'll just put like words down the side.
Yeah,
and
I
they
get
don't
those too.
really
And it'll be
make
like
sense.
one top 5, and then but then it'll just be like a random word
then-
Yeah,
in
but
a
it'll say
sentence.
exciting, and then
Yeah.
you're like, and then the next will say like turkey, and you're like, what is this about?
What are we
It's just-
ranking here?
Yeah, what are these? They're not even like words that he said in the thing.
No, mine
Like I see
it'll be
Breaking
like,
Bad clips, and then they just like put words down the
Oh,
side.
I did. I saw a Breaking Bad clip, and it was just Jesse for all 5. It just said Jesse.
Jesse?
Jesse.
Jesse.
The one I
Jesse.
saw was like danger, and then I was like, I guess sort of. And then the next one was like,
Pot roast.
Snuffleupagus.
yeah, it didn't make any sense. It had no. I can't even think of the words. It didn't make any sense.
gubernatorial.
Yeah, that is my favorite.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Of all the goobers, those are my favorites. Gubernatorial.
You guys watched the Ghibli one without me.
Oh, Castle
Well,
in
you
the
guys
Sky.
watch a ton without
And
me. There's
I-
at least 3
whoa,
episodes
whoa,
I'm not
whoa.
in.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, there are 3. But
happens.
hey, you should have been there. And
Hey,
also,
you should have been there for Castle in the
No.
Sky. It was a jam.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Anyway.
You have to tune in.
You
That-
may-
Yeah,
see,
you have to watch that.
Interrupted my Princess Bride rewatch to
Oof.
watch that movie, which hit me hard. So we're up.
You
now.
have seen that movie a million times. I love it just as much
No,
as you, but I wanted to watch
it's-
something new.
It's the best movie.
So what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah,
Where-
no,
how
no,
did
I
we
what
get
is
just
here?
the
wanted to let
relevance
you know.
of this point?
I just wanted to say.
random things.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
You
you're
just
welcome.
wanted to tell the.
What did you guys? So Macy knew about Castaway because she saw an edit. That's where we were.
Yeah.
And Carmen, what was your knowledge
it
on Castaway?
wasn't
Nothing.
even an
none?
edit.
No,
He was-
I guess I'd seen Tom Hanks like in the naked era with like the beard and the long hair. I'd
Oh,
seen
when
like a
he's
picture.
like crazy caveman Tom
Yep,
Hanks.
and then that's like it. So I knew that was from that movie, and that's all.
Basically saw all of the important scenes.
I had no
in-
idea that he was like
that
a
movie.
FedEx worker. That was like the plot. I had
Yeah.
no idea that was like a
Yeah.
thing.
I imagine FedEx had to have been part of the movie. No, I mean, I wonder
Maybe
if they
they,
told
like,
them, "Hey, we want to make a movie
funded
about
it?
FedEx," and they're like, "Yeah, cool, we're in." And then they're like, "Yeah, your plane crashes." Like, whoa, hold on, that doesn't happen. Although planes do crash.
I'm sure they do.
Yes.
but I'm sure they do. Well, yeah, obviously they do.
There was like 4 plane crashes last year.
Yeah, I know.
I know they just kept happening. There was like
I
all like
know.
a week from each other.
It was a bad time for air traffic controllers. I think there was some kind of labor dispute happening, and it was causing a lot of tired air traffic controllers,
And
overworked or
Plane crashes.
Yeah.
understaffed. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen again, actually, because those are all federal workers, and as long as the government in the states is shut down, they don't get paid.
Oh yeah, because
so,
they're on shutdown. So
yeah, and like the biggest travel day of the year is coming up, which is actually Thanksgiving in the states.
really,
Yeah, because all the
It's not
people come home,
Christmas?
come like visit
You know
from
what?
college.
Here's
and
a
stuff.
weird thing that most people don't really think about, and especially as Canadians, we don't really think about this. Thanksgiving in the U.S. is arguably a bigger holiday culturally than Christmas.
What?
I know. Listen, this will blow your mind, but it's true. Thanksgiving is much more of a travel to get home to your family thing than even Christmas is.
You know what?
It's true.
I think
I'm
that, but
just
I
telling
think
you.
I just like to say as a Canadian who like we do Thanksgiving in October. I think Thanksgiving just fits October better as a vibe. Like November is winter.
Yeah, but November is kind of a dreary time, hey? It's like definitely like
Yeah, but 2 months it's too much turkey. Imagine if you had turkey in November and then turkey again in December.
gotta have,
It's too much.
gotta
You need to
have
have
ham
a-
Christmas.
I hate ham.
Oh,
I
Do
also
not
hate ham.
have
Don't
ham
have
for
ham.
Christmas.
do not have ham.
Do
Why did you say it
not
like?
have ham.
Why did
not
you say
have
it
ham.
like?
Do not have ham.
But you said it like Uncle Jam.
There better not be any ham when I get to that table.
I love ham.
I will protest if
Hmm.
there is ham.
I'm disappointed that you guys don't like ham.
No, Easter ham. Get
Mm-mm.
out.
Listen, spiral cut ham with the,
No.
with the glaze,
Mm.
No. You can leave with your ham.
macaroni with the chicken strips.
I
Come on, it's so good. I love ham. Ham is a top 3 meat.
No.
Oh yeah. What's
Okay.
better than ham?
Well, there's
Not turkey.
beef and chicken.
That's it. And then what?
And then,
And then?
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah, and then what?
And then nothing.
and then nothing.
I said it's top.
And then?
So there is no top 3 then is what you're saying. It's just top 2.
But yeah, there doesn't need to be a 3. There's
I
There's
said it's a
2.
top 3 meat. So it is by virtue a top 3 even if there is no 3. Then if you're saying there is no third place, then
No,
Amy
top
can
3.
slot anything into third.
okay. Tell us your top.
Beef,
Okay.
chicken,
Yeah. Ham.
Crab.
crab.
No.
Crab
I'm
meat.
kidding.
You
know
know,
what?
people say crab meat.
I tried crab for the first. Okay, so he eats crab in the movies. This ties in. I tried crab for the first time in Las Vegas at a buffet, and I didn't like it. And I think you're all
Was that
lying. I think you've all been lying.
Yeah.
I think you're pretending to like it because it makes you sound cool.
I also don't really like crab.
It tastes like.
Look, I don't
like
It's kind of
I
like
have-
it's got a thing to it.
Okay,
It's
and
kind
then
of
people are
rubbery.
like, "No, you're supposed to dip it in butter," and I see them just like dousing
know,
it in
but
butter. I'm
that's
like,
just-
now it just tastes like
That's just a butter
butter.
delivery service. Like you don't
like,
need the
You
crab
could
to do
just
anything.
drink the butter, bro. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you could just eat butter.
It's okay. We
It's
just know you
fine.
like butter. It's okay.
I
I just
know.
have a general aversion to anything that is in the ocean. So like fish, I don't
No,
like
I'm
fish.
not. I'm not
I
against
don't like fish. I don't like seafood. Seaweed is like literally the worst. I will eat sushi if it doesn't have seaweed, but if it has seaweed, I will gag.
I don't
I
like
will
crab
gag.
or lobster because they are kind of rubbery to me, and they do kind of have like a.
They
You
have a
can have a
weird taste.
perfumey taste.
Yeah.
Also, consider crabs and lobsters. What if those things were walking around on the ground? Like they would be like giant spiders. You'd be
I'm
like,
not eating
what?
that.
I already don't like spiders. Do not put that thought in my head.
I know, but a lobster is just a giant spider
No.
underwater.
But
Okay,
I'm just thinking about
speaking
that
of-
scene in the movie in Castaway when he just tries to eat the
yeah,
raw
let's talk
crab.
about the movie now. Okay,
Yeah.
I got some beefs with this movie.
Okay, go.
Like Tom Hanks, for being such a smart guy, he's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like it takes him a long time to consider building a fire.
I know. I thought about that. I'm like, why does he wait like
If
2
I were,
weeks?
if I landed on the island,
Fire would have been the first though.
water would have been my
Well,
first
yeah,
priority.
water. But
And I would have built a still out of that raft so quick. I would have had liters of fresh water within days. Like water would not have been a problem.
I know,
Then
but
I would have started looking for natural water.
I'm also thinking about
springs.
remember when there was a ship within the first year. If
yeah,
he had known how to make fire, there's a chance that if he just had a giant bonfire, they would have seen it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Probably your best bet to make a fire is right in the
Like
start.
I like how he tries to swim
No.
his way out there on the dinghy before making a fire.
also flashing the tiny flashlight at the ship, like
I
that's
know.
gonna do anything.
I wanted to say, buddy, come on. That's
Yeah.
not,
Bro.
That's not getting anywhere.
that's
And
doing
also
nothing.
yelling at it.
I would think that you would want to have a fire going pretty much 24/7. Definitely during the day, you'd want to have the fire kind of idling. But then at night, I would try
And
to
you
have
maybe
a
put some
bonfire. Because
yeah,
then you want to be
huge
seen.
fire. And then in the day, you can put like a wet leaf on it or something to make it
Okay,
like more
smoke.
other
smoky.
thing when he
It's
finds
true.
that
Smoke signal.
dead body
Yeah.
and it is face down in the water, and then he's
Yeah.
like shocked when the guy's
well,
dead.
I think he's shocked because of how
I
how, like,
guess. I
like,
guess.
Degraded his face.
yeah, I mean
and
it's
stuff.
pretty it'd be pretty I think if it was you'd probably also be like, oh.
Okay, I wouldn't touch it though. If I saw it,
Well, but you'd have to.
All right, let's talk about this body for a second, though, because I had something
Poor-
that was bothering
poor
me
guy.
this whole movie. Poor guy, but
Yeah.
he's like taking off his shoes and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, and then like he takes the flashlight off the belt, and I'm like, okay, now grab the belt, and then he doesn't, and he buries the body, and I'm like, wait, no, grab the belt. Is he
I
gonna
know.
dig up the body later and grab the belt?
I mean, I feel
What?
bad for our guy
Albert?
Albert, yeah. But like, I would have definitely taken that shirt,
Come on, you would have taken his
Socks.
everything.
those socks, those pants.
belt definitely getting
I'd have been
taken.
like, I'm sorry, my guy.
Everything.
I mean, yeah, the picture was kids. I wouldn't have taken that.
No.
Well, yeah. What
can
are you gonna do
leave
with
that.
that?
But the everything on the wallet, that's actually not very useful. Although if they need to ID the body or something, you might keep the wallet in case the rescue crew shows up. I guess keep that off to the side. It's not really useful. But definitely the belt, the pants, the shirts. I don't think the family of Albert is going to be like, you took our dad's shirt. I'd be like, bro, you were surviving on an island. It's all good. Like, also those FedEx boxes. He's like, no, I won't open these
No, I would
I
open
know.
those immediately.
he waits to open them.
immediately.
No, because in his head he's like, "I'll get these to the people they need to get."
Yeah, but
to."
that's crazy, buddy. You're like, you're not.
You're not going back,
Who
right?
cares? Even if the rescue crew showed up in 48 hours, I'd still be like, yeah, I open these boxes. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. Like anyone's gonna complain.
But like that belt would have been so useful. Like when he cuts his leg,
Oh, I know.
tourniquet.
I know.
Come on, guys. Come
You
on.
could have used
now.
that belt for any number
You
of
could have
things.
used that belt for so
Could have used that belt
many
to hang
things.
yourself.
You could have used
Yeah.
instead of the
Come on.
VHS tapes. You could have used that belt to secure your raft.
I know. The belt definitely.
The belt.
I like how these VHS tapes supposedly survived being waterlogged, and then 4 years later they were usable to
He
like
must have
tie
kept them
stuff.
somewhere.
Yeah,
But
I
I
know,
was
but,
also
like-
like, videotape's not that strong.
yeah, but
is
they're
it?
not that
Dude, the
strong.
way he
so when
tears
he's like,
it, I was like,
I'll
"There's
just
no
tie
way
it
that's
with videotape. I don't really think that's gonna work.
I want to know what was on those tapes.
Well,
It was in Japanese or like Chinese or something.
Oh. We should like pause it and then put it through like Google like
Translate.
Translate or whatever. Figure out what's in there.
It's just copies of The Ring.
Yeah. Good thing he couldn't watch them. Yeah, I mean, I would have definitely made way bigger priority of getting water. That'd have been your first thing. We need water.
Water,
Second,
fire.
fire. Like immediately we need to get a fire. He could have used the string from those packages to build a bow to spin the stick way faster. I could have shown this guy some stuff. Like when he was like doing it between his hands, I was like, bro, that will literally never work. At least he got a little smarter and put some pressure down on it, like because he started doing the friction, but like he was putting pressure down on it. So that might work a little better. But like you could have done it with a bow and a stick way faster. It's fine. But I was honestly like, man, this guy was not a scout, eh? And he seems like a super smart guy. He's some like big shot logistics guy for FedEx.
Yeah.
Maybe he did get conked in the head.
Well,
but he was there
maybe-
for 4 years and didn't figure this out.
Maybe he was like,
We don't know that he
Well,
hasn't.
I guess he didn't. I guess we don't.
We
see
don't
everything.
know that he hasn't figured
Maybe-
out a smarter
maybe he-
way to build
well,
a
like his
fire.
whole thing, like in the beginning, is time. So maybe he had really good time management.
Yeah, he was
And-
managing
and
his time.
Nothing else.
He's like, I'm gonna
Just
be here for
time
about 4
management.
years, so if I use up all the fun now,
You know, I
Yeah.
gotta entertain myself later.
Also, the cave. I would have immediately been sleeping in the cave.
Come
Yeah,
on, what are you
it's-
doing sleeping on the beach?
I
In the
was a
cave.
little worried. I'd be worried about that cave because if the tide comes in and
Well,
you're
yeah,
in the
then you're
cave,
kind of
No,
stuck.
I was worried about that. I would have been like, okay, just like go check it out every.
you know
once
where
in a
I
while,
would,
see
you know
if
where
it-
I would try to sleep anywhere there's green, because that means that the tide doesn't come up into there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that means that plants have been able to root and
Well, I think
stuff.
he does set up his little tent.
He,
in the
he like
trees.
uses his raft.
But
as a
yeah,
tent.
when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in this cave," I was like, "Ooh, man! If the tide comes in and floods that cave,
You're dead.
you're toast." That's a bad choice.
But it was
So-
it was pretty high.
I guess yeah. He kind of crawled up in it, and then there was like a window at the top. You know, so like, and he like when he checks Wilson out the window. So like, I guess like he crawled up there pretty hard. I mean,
Yeah,
high.
I mean, maybe it was okay. Maybe it was okay.
Perhaps.
Indeed.
Perchance.
But
You
yeah,
can't just
I
say
mean,
perchance.
I also the food situation. Like, I would have been the fire right away because yes, I'm not a crab guy, but at least we could have cooked the crab. But the fact that he's like catching crab and then like breaking it open, and then he's like, "Oh,
I'll
shit,
just
it's-
eat this raw. You know,
Yeah, raw crab. Oh, that's gonna. Wait a minute. No,
it's liquid.
I'd have been like, buddy, we need the fire, right? Meow. So I don't know. But it's entertaining, sort of. How about doing some dentistry with a figure skate? Did you enjoy that?
Okay, those skates would not be sharpened.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
There is no way he would have done anything with those skates that was cutting anything. They would not come
Yeah.
sharpened. You have to
No.
go get them sharpened.
Anyone who's a Canadian knows that the skates do not come from sharpened from the store.
No, they don't.
And even if they were, quote, sharpened, they're not sharpened to like a point where you could use it like an axe.
No,
No.
it's
They're,
not.
they're like a hollow sharpened, so they're like
yeah,
two fine edges that
Yeah,
are
it's
quite
like-
easy to dull.
yeah.
Unless he, like, the only thing I'm thinking is that he took those and then he sharpened it on a rock.
Maybe.
Coulda.
But I don't know.
But I feel like that wouldn't have done much. You'd have to do that for like a pretty long
skates
time.
like they get dulled fast. I mean, they get dull just from being on ice. Like, think about that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't want to nitpick him too much because, you know, he's just Tom Hanks out there on a desert island trying to do his thing. But, yeah, I don't know. What else? Man, how about sleeping through the giant whale or container ship going right by you when he was on the raft and maybe he was kind of almost dead.
Maybe. Yeah, I feel like at that point. Also, he didn't really bring any food on that raft, hey? I guess he was
he was
fishing.
catching
He was
fish.
fishing on the way.
But how was he cooking it? I guess
wasn't-
He was just eating it
wasn't.
raw,
No, yeah, because earlier, before he gets on the raft, he was just eating the
which
fish raw.
then is a kind of a crazy callback because then they have the big party for him, and what do they serve at his party?
Fish and crab.
Sushi and
and
crab.
crab, and there's a lighter, and then
And I was like, bro, who planned the food for this?
Who
Why didn't
planned
they
this
call
party?
him and be like, hey man, what do you want to eat at your
Bloomin'
party?
onion. Bloomin' onion.
That's-
Get me 57 bloomin' onions.
Is that what he said? I assumed he would have wanted steak.
I want an American cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what a shawarma is, but I want one.
Well, I mean,
Do you guys
right?
want to get
'Cause
shawarma?
that's the first thing he says, though, when he gets taken out of
Yeah,
whatever.
that's true.
And then when he was in the Middle East, when he was kidnapped, I'm talking about Iron Man, by the way, for
He's like, take
those who
me
don't know.
to get cheeseburgers.
The first thing he says when he gets rescued is like, I want an American cheeseburger and
A press
a
conference.
press conference.
Cheeseburgers first.
Cheeseburger first. No, go. Come on. And then he sits down with the cheese. Anyway, great movie.
Yeah. But what would your first meal back be after 4 years of only eating fish, crab, coconut?
I don't know if I like coconut, but I don't know if I could do the fish and crab.
It's
Well, I think you'd
Well,
have
no,
to.
I'd have to, but
no, I think you would. I think you
Uh,
would. You were hungry enough.
It's too bad there wasn't any fruit on the island. I was thinking, like, how does this guy not have like a crazy vitamin C deficiency?
Yeah.
How does he not have scurvy?
Yeah, because like
How does
unless
he not
coconut
have
does
Skin
coconut
blisters,
have
sunburns. Like, guys.
well, does coconut have vitamin C?
Huh?
I don't know. Like I just don't know.
I don't know what the
No.
nutritional value of a coconut is.
And we learned that it's a laxative, though.
Great. Well,
So
okay,
Tom
let me
Hanks
think.
also
My
learned.
first meal back. We're gonna need some cheesecake. Definitely.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, actually no. Scratch that. Reverse it. we need okay. I feel like I would go with something like a cheeseburger and fries or something like that. But also specifically I want butter tarts.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came to my mind.
I
but
want to go to like an elite Mexican restaurant.
Oh, Mexican food.
I want mole
only
some-
only real ones know what
with some
mole
like
is.
rice and beans
Mm.
and like some crazy fresh tortillas.
What's this mole on the menu here?
Yeah. Mole is elite. That's one of the greatest
Mole's pretty
foods.
good. I've had it a couple of times. Like, you know, so when you're in like a nice Mexican restaurant,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it doesn't even necessarily like. I don't really equate
Okay, I
nice
wouldn't-
with being expensive.
I wouldn't get if Taco Bell started serving mole, I'd be concerned.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't
boy.
eat that.
Look, it doesn't
Don't
really.
eat that.
They would.
Dad, fine.
You know what? Taco Bell's mole would be Nesquik.
It's just like
Oh,
chocolate syrup.
It's just chocolate
Get
syrup.
out. Oh.
It's just chocolate
That's the
syrup.
level
Oh, no.
that they
Oh, no.
offer.
All right.
No, this is
If
wrong.
if I got back, I would want someone to curate a tasting menu for me that had all of the four main components, which is bitter, sweet, sour, and savory. That way I could get a tasting
Bitter,
of each
sweet.
after just eating everything with no seasoning for so long.
That's true.
I
Although
want-
he must
I
have
want
salt.
bitter, sweet, salt,
Bitter?
and
You want?
I want
Bitter?
to taste bitter.
I think
Give
the
me lemon
coconuts
juice
are
and
bitter
like
enough.
Well,
I-
lemon juice isn't bitter.
no, I know
That's
lemon juice is
sour.
sour.
What
Dang,
is
what's
something
bitter?
bitter that people eat?
Pomegranates,
Are they
Those are
bitter?
sweet.
or like what are the
Cranberry juice.
freaking?
Is that
No,
bitter or
that's not bitter,
sour?
that's
I don't know.
No. As I didn't mean to say pomegranate. I meant to say grapefruit.
Grapefruit, yeah.
That's
I
bitter.
would just want things
Yeah.
that I haven't had in a while. Like, give me some Sour Patch Kids.
No, I do want an American cheeseburger.
I
And
do
a
want
press
Mexican
conference.
food. That's what I'd want. I just want like something with some spice in it. Because think about it, that guy hasn't had Cholula in 4 years. Could you go 4 years without
I
Cholula?
don't know,
I
man.
could barely go a week without Cholula.
Cholula is life. Like I can't handle.
I almost died having a taco without Cholula.
Dude, I put Cholula on all kinds of stuff.
Dad.
You know what's elite? When Mom
Imagine.
makes tuna
No,
casserole,
like, listen.
Oh yeah,
Dad.
with the
tuna
Ima-
casserole with Cholula is
Mm.
one of the best meals you can eat.
Dad. You like Pepsi.
Indeed.
4 years.
Guilty.
4 or 5 years.
Oh,
No
yeah.
Pepsi. And you were just drinking this this
Yeah,
water. No, just warm water all the time. And you got back, you cracked open an ice cold Pepsi.
If you notice in the thing when he gets back, he's like kind of all about the ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he gets that Dr. Pepper. I was like, oh, that's gonna be the greatest. I would have been like, bro, you're about to drink the greatest Dr. Pepper you've ever had.
The carbonation would be very shocking, I think.
It's almost like I don't want to go through that experience, but I'm a bit jealous to do.
You know what?
Something
I've heard,
after 4 years. Of
Yeah,
not doing
I've
it.
heard that people will do a cleanse of whatever. But I've heard people doing a music cleanse and not listening to anything, just working in silence for
How do you do
month.
that? No. How do you do that?
Working in silence for a month?
Yeah, but then when you come back to it,
myself,
but then when you come back to the music, it's like.
But it's music to my ears now. Why do I have to wait?
No, it's so you don't get sick of
Guys,
it.
we
So
could
the
do
dopamine
that. What do you
doesn't
think if we did some kind of a fast for something, and then on Christmas we had it? We didn't have any chocolate. I'm talking no chocolate of any kind, and then on Christmas Day we just blow it out.
No, it's so that because the more you have something, the less you need more of it and more of it to get the same dopamine hit. So if you stop having it, then when you do have it way later, it's gonna be more exciting.
I know. That's the only thing I'm a little bit jealous of is the experience. That Dr. Pepper he had on the plane must have been the world's greatest Dr. Pepper.
Well, I mean, he'd already been cleaned up and stuff by then, so maybe that was maybe it was
I don't know. I don't think he had a Dr. Pepper before.
I don't know.
While he was getting cleaned up, he must have had food and drink and stuff. So
well, I'm imagining
that would have been pretty good.
I'm imagining he was in hospital for a few weeks first.
Oh yeah,
he probably had to check his kidneys and make
check his everything.
Well, he had to probably be on an IV with stuff
fluids
because,
for a while.
Well, he was probably missing so many vitamins.
Yeah, he needed those Flintstone gummies. Stat.
I think you needed a little more than Flintstone gummies, Karma.
I was just thinking though, for that
bugs.
character, beach vacations are ruined forever.
Yeah.
Also,
that guy's never gonna be do you guys want to go to the beach?
I was wondering how he was even on that plane drinking the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, because he's a little bit PTSD from being on the plane.
I would have PTSD.
I would have so much. Oh, by the way, this movie increased my thalassophobia by a bajillion % because when he is when the camera is dipping in and out of the water when he's going to save Wilson and stuff, and it was showing all the deep water. I was like,
it's not that part. It's the beginning.
No, but the beginning too.
Macy, how about the part when the plane is sinking and it's pulling
Get
the
out.
raft? It's pulling
Get
the raft
out.
down because
No,
the
but
thing
it's
is
not
stuck.
that. It's not even that. It's when the thing breaks and he comes up and then he realizes how far down he is. How far down the plane has been sinking.
Yeah.
So it's not even oh great, I can just swim up now. He's down.
Yeah, he's
so it
100
takes a
feet
minute
down.
to get back up.
I
That
know.
would scare the crap out of me if I looked up and I realized how far down I'd gotten.
Yeah.
Think about that. You because he swims out.
Hey, but how
stop.
about
I'm
Also, the amount of pressure you could
Oh.
feel because the plane is kind of taking that for you. The moment you swim out of there, you're like,
I know.
well, now
the
it's
thing is,
hitting
if you go up that fast, sometimes you
oh yeah, and you
you
can
know,
hurt your.
you
can,
can get. I think
get
it's
sick
called. I think
from
it's
doing
called the
that.
bends.
Yeah, but I think that is if you're underwater. You have to be underwater.
Yeah, you should be underwater for deep down for a
'Cause that's-
certain amount of time, but you have to come up.
That's
in
because
increments,
the
so you don't-
pressurization, the nitrogen. That's
it doesn't
in
form bubbles in your brain or whatever.
Yeah, in your blood. So, yeah, I don't know if you'd be under enough for that.
No,
to
but it would still
pressurize,
feel
but I know what you mean.
you could still feel it.
Oh yeah, you'd feel the weight of the water on you. It would be intense. I gotta say though, from the filmmaking perspective, though, that plane crash scene that holds up. That's
It's good.
That's
It's
one of
pretty
the
good, yeah.
craziest,
It's
most
a good
chaotic.
scene, and it's scary too.
It was
it's
legit tense.
It
scared
had me
I was
tensing up.
I was my heart was beating pretty fast during that scene.
You know, it's funny. Just the other day, me and the boys watched Quiet Place 2.
Oh,
Okay.
what? The other day?
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Sure. Oh, okay, right.
We watched
right.
Quiet Place 2. You know where they have the baby?
Yeah,
and they're in that,
yeah.
they're in that
and
thing.
They're in like the sound ceiling
running out of oxygen.
Yeah,
it's pretty tense. But like
yeah.
watching that plane crash in Castaway, I was like,
no, it's the same level of tense.
This is intense. Like when he looks out and he sees the water like coming up at the plane.
Yeah.
And he just knows like, wow, this is it.
And then the guy hits his head and he's like,
and he gets like crushed by the FedEx boxes. Like, he just gets squished like a bug.
Yeah.
And then the pilots are like, brace for the impact. And you see the water coming up at the plane and then just crush right through the.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, crazy.
No, it held up, honestly. It held up.
Yeah, and like the way they lit it with the like lightning flashes and stuff.
Yeah,
because it would be so crazy dark. Like you're out in the middle.
I know.
I
noticed
ocean.
that too when the camera started zooming out, so you can see like just how stuck in the middle of nowhere he is. He's on this tiny little raft, and every time the lightning flashes, you can see, but then it is pitch dark.
And that's how it would be because
right. Yeah, I mean
that makes it like super
if you've
like
ever
realistic
been in a plane that's flown like over an ocean or something.
No, it's just.
At night, you look out and you're like,
hey, so there's nothing.
So we are, and there's no moon. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
no, so that whole scene when he's on the plane to like just before he wakes up,
and it sounded crazy good on the surround sound.
It's a great scene,
and the way the sound kind of cuts in and out as he goes like underwater and then up. And then, like, all the rain and stuff all around, like, when he's on the raft. Like,
no, that whole, I don't know how long that little bit is.
Man, if you got to test out a surround sound system, just throw that part on, because I was like, this is amazing.
No, it was a fantastic scene.
No, it was really
That's
great.
probably my favorite scene from the whole movie.
It was like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie's 25 years old, so you kind of are like, oh, some of these effects aren't going to hold up.
Yeah, but like, when he's, like, hanging on there and, like, the wind is, like... like when the pressure stops, you know what I mean?
Like when he's
like when he's grabbing the thing,
comes out with the raft.
No, like when the plane is going down and he's like hanging on to that fabric stuff.
Oh yeah,
and it's like pulling him out.
Yeah, it's good. Like it holds up. That scene 100% is just as good today as the first day it was shown. Yeah. So. There was some CGI stuff in this movie that I was like,
the whale
that kind of the whale that kind of came and winked at him and then just kind of
it didn't even like make waves or like any ripples in the water. It just kind of like just like
but it disappeared. It didn't like fade down and kind of turn into a black shape and then go. It just was like there and then it was like
it just like disappeared.
Then I was like, oh, is he hallucinating this? I was like, maybe. But then I was like, or maybe the CG.
But why would he be hallucinating a whale?
The CG's just not this good.
Yeah.
I think the whale, like, throughout when he's on the raft is literally what's, like, keeping him awake and
You know
stuff.
what, though? I'm like, this is going to sound like total hippie dad, but, like, I'm a believer that, like, whales, like, are super smart. Like, they can figure out what's happening. And I'll tell you why I think this. When we were in San Francisco last summer, we went on the whale watching thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, the whales knew we were there. Like, they 100% were like, oh, the whale boat's here. Yeah, let's go give them a show. So they would swim up to the boat, and they were like, going up and down, like, hi, everybody, we're the whales.
No, but I think
100%
like every
knew.
time like the whale came up for air near him and like splashed water on him, he was like, "Hey man, wake up! You're about to die."
Yeah.
Like,
but maybe the whales were actually.
I think the whales were keeping him alive.
I've heard, you hear stories of sailors who will say like dolphins, warded off a shark or something.
Yeah.
Or a whale like protected a boat, or
Yeah.
Or then you hear the stories of, like, remember the pandemic when the whales were attacking the boats?
Yes, I do.
Where are those whales now? Can we get some of those whales
Let's
back?
bring them on the pod.
Can we call them back? Yeah, let's call to them.
Thank you, Dory.
But yeah, I actually do think whales are like pretty aware of human activity.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have thought that before, but when we went out on the boat in San Francisco, we went out under the Golden Gate, out into the Pacific. You're like, oh, we're like in the ocean. Okay. And you're like, oh, and the guys are like, yeah, the whales will be here soon. And we're like, yeah, right. Like the whales know where we are. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a whale like right beside us. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, the whales are here.
They're here. We called them.
Well, yeah, but they like knew where to go. And I don't know if the whales just hang out on a spot or if the whales were like, oh, hey, everyone, they're here. Because it wasn't just one whale. It was like a couple. And they were coming up out of the water and showing us their tail. And the whale guy was telling us that every whale has a unique tail shape, like the actual bumps in the tail.
Sure.
It's like a fingerprint. So they can ID certain whales by the shape of their tail. And he's like, yeah, that's a different whale, and that's a different whale, and he's like, yeah, I recognize that whale. That's one that we've seen. But it was pretty crazy, man. But anyway, yeah, if you ever get a chance to go whale watching, you should do it. It's pretty sweet. It's well worth the like $60. Like of all the things you could do for $60, or maybe it was more than that. Like it was $90, maybe. It doesn't matter. For $90, you're not gonna do something cooler than that. Like
go watch those whales.
Well, it is cool.
Go see them whales.
Yeah, why not? So,
well,
overall, Castaway is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
There was a stretch there where this was another one of those movies that was on TV all the time. But it was one of those movies you could kind of jump into at any point. Like you'd be flipping by and you'd be like, "Oh, he's about to knock his tooth out," or "Oh, he's building the rafter." "Oh, he's chucking a spear. He's a spear fisherman now."
Well, yeah, it kind of takes place in the same spot the whole movie.
Yeah, every
so,
scene is like a scene. Like every scene has a purpose.
Okay, how about maybe to wrap up the discussion? What about the Helen Hunt character? How would that be if you thought your fiance?
Okay, I was thinking about the timeline
died
of this,
and then 4 years.
Okay, 4 years is not quite long enough for me to have gotten over it, found someone else,
and
then
had a kid,
dated long enough to get married and have a child that is at least a year old. That means that the only person she dated after was this one guy. Yeah. Like for a longer
let's
period
think about
of time.
It. What if so how long? It was probably a year before she went on a date.
Yeah.
And then it sounds to me like she got set up because the guy was like, "Hey, I was a dentist. Remember, you're a dentist."
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe it was a setup.
Sure.
And so they start going out, and then they date for 6 months, and then they're engaged.
6 months.
And then
they
engaged
get
for 6 months, and then you're married after a year. So that's been 2 years.
And then
you get pregnant pretty soon. And then you have the baby. So the longest, I think at the longest, she probably only waited a year between when he died.
I know, but if it was me, if they were at the point where he had just like sneaky proposed, right before, if we were at the point where like we've been dating long enough and we were like ready to like pretty much say like, hey, like I think we are gonna get married, I think it would take me more than a year to like, I don't know, maybe not.
It's hard to say. Like, she probably we don't really know the whole story, right? But she had family and friends like really helping her through the process, and it would have been like a major tragedy. And
okay, but there's at least a period of like a month or two where we don't know that he's dead.
But what if you like break up with someone in real life? Like they're not dead.
I
but, like,
guess.
You're just,
but it's
how long between breaking up and then dating the next person should you wait?
I don't know. Okay, but
like imagine you were
still,
ready to marry this person.
So let's say you dated someone for a year. Let's say a guy I know. Let's call him Trent.
Trent? I'm not dating anyone named Trent.
Trent Farner.
You're blacklisted.
Let's say a guy I know dated someone for a year.
Okay.
And then things were pretty serious. And then one day they were not very serious.
Right.
And then a week later they were not together.
Okay.
So you've been with someone for a whole year dating and you thought maybe you might get married. And then suddenly you're not even dating anymore. So how long between that event and then the next dating would you wait?
Okay.
Would you be like, next day, I'm out.
No.
I'm on the apps.
Okay. Like maybe 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months. You would wait.
Like, yeah. Like they're not dead.
No, they're not dead, but like you broke up and you're kind of like still.
Okay, maybe like 6 to 8 months then. Sure.
6 months?
6
8
months?
months?
Are you saying like
I would
less
say
than that?
3 to 4 months.
3, yeah, like
No?
4, no.
Dang, you guys are.
Really?
You would take 3 or 4 months.
Hey, it's a guy
after,
named
I'm
Trent.
not talking.
It's a guy named Trent, Dad.
I'm talking about me. That's the joke. I dated people for longer than like a year,
Yeah.
and then didn't marry those people.
Yeah.
But like, how
How
long
long-
was it between?
How long
when-
did you wait in between?
A month. And I wasn't even quote waiting.
So you were saying we were being more
I would say
merciful?
maybe not even a month, maybe 3 weeks.
Bro. 3 weeks is a little soon.
Is it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I feel like at some point you have to
I feel
kind
like
of.
3 months is pretty.
Well, it's
Okay,
not like
maybe-
someone
maybe more
died,
like-
so it
No,
wasn't
it's
like.
not like they died, but like 3
But you know,
weeks.
you break up and then you're like, well, I guess.
That's 15 business days.
But Dad, okay,
yeah,
think about this. Okay.
Let's see. Between the time I broke up with this one girl and then the time I started dating Mom, officially dating, that's the funny thing too, because there's kind of like hanging
Talking
out
stage.
period. And then there's
Talking
kind of
stage.
like we went out somewhere, but was it a date? Was it not a date?
Was it a date?
I don't know if that
Okay.
counts as a date. So me and Mom probably had 2 false start dates where I was like, was that a date or did we just happen to go somewhere at the same time
And talk to each other.
by ourselves?
Perhaps.
And then I would say our first official date was a Halloween party. And then yeah, I would say when did
Okay.
that other thing end? Like end of July. Definitely in July sometime. And then then I kind of did a hangout with Mom. We went to the fireworks thing in August. And then we went to a movie together, and it was kind of like, or is it a date, or are we just going to a movie together? I don't know. And then then people started. Then we went to a Halloween party together, and then we have a friend who's like super blunt. He has like 0 filter. He just walked up, and me and Mom were sitting on the couch, and he's like, "So are you two dating or what?" And we were like looking at each other, and I was like, oh, I didn't know what to say. It was so awkward in the moment. And then later that night when I was taking Mom home, which by the way, we were also neighbors, so that was
Yeah.
also made it extra weird.
Aww.
But Mom was like, hey, about that thing our buddy said, do you want to talk about that? And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, so I'm like, yeah, so are we? And she's like, we can be. I'm like, all right. So I'm into it. Okay. And then Mom was like, yeah, I'm into it too. So I was like, okay, weird. This is getting weird. But
So awkward.
that's pretty much how it went down.
Okay, well.
But I only waited, like, the point of the whole story is, like, I only waited, like,
Okay.
3-4 weeks at the most.
The point of my story is that I've never dated anyone in my life before.
Yeah,
So
either,
I don't
so.
know.
I think
how
there's
I
a
would
difference
know.
maybe between dating and then someone dying.
Yeah, probably. But Dad, I've never broken
Especially
up
in
with
a
anyone.
traumatic way. Like,
Yeah.
they died in a crazy plane
Okay,
crash.
I've never been
broken up
attached
with
to
anyone,
someone
so
like
I have
that,
no
so
gauge.
I don't know.
I have no gauge of like how long would you wait? Well, I don't know because
I don't
I've
know
never dated anyone before, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm just saying, like, if you think it's too soon, I'm not sure.
I'm saying it's too soon to have a whole friggin' child.
it's too soon to have.
But
a
I think even the
family.
parents of the guy who quote died would have probably even encouraged her to move on and like, hey, you know, like
Yeah.
you need to
Yeah.
get some closure on this
Okay.
and probably like maybe get out there and try to date
Yeah.
a little and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then let's
Fair-
face
fair
it, she
enough.
married a dentist, so
Fair enough.
it's pretty good.
Fair enough.
living in a pretty big
All right.
house.
Well,
She
Is
did
that-
pretty good. How about saving the dude's car though? I guess it wasn't really his car. It was kind of
it was their
quote
car.
their car. That's weird. They weren't married and they owned a car together. Seems weird.
I don't know. Maybe it was his car.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is kind of a cool car though.
Yeah.
Old Jeep Grand Cherokee, like one of the old ones.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one of those old ones.
I feel like this conversation is kind of dying out, so I feel
Yeah.
like we should wrap it up.
Sorry, guys. Well, anyways, that was Castaway.
All right, Castaway. What do you give it, Carmen?
Yeah.
I gave this one a 4.
4. Pretty high.
3.7.
Yeah, I put it in that.
Wait,
I'll
I
give
don't
it
know.
like
I didn't know we were going more.
I can't work in your star system. I gotta go with percentage. I'm gonna give it like a 72.
Okay. So
It's-
3.5.
It's pretty good. There's some long stretches where it's just
Yeah.
like Tom Hanks struggling to make a fire.
Yeah.
Just Tom Hanks yelling at
Yeah.
the volleyball.
Yeah.
Okay. Plug.
All right. Yeah. Let's plug our stuff. Carmen and Letterbox. What's your thing?
My
called?
username is Musty Floorboard.
Yeah. Check it out. We got a website.
We-
It is latenightcinemaclub.com.
And then we are on social media on Instagram and TikTok under the same username, Late Night Cinema _club.
And Macy, you're gonna work on some posts.
I know I am.
Let's.
We have one post.
Yeah.
You should go like
Hey,
it.
maybe we should make some more posts. Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. I like how we have our own memes within our house.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll explain that one.
That'll be the startup for the next pod.
All right. Yeah, we'll start it with an interesting.
Comment. Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But with the wheat emoji and like cowboy. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that what, do you guys send that to each other? Interesting.
No, I don't.
Emoji?
No, we can't get into it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. You know what? If you want to hear the story of that one,
Send us an email.
send us an email and just say #interesting, and we'll tell you the story about that one, or how we kind of like make our own memes out of things we think are funny, but no one else has a clue.
No one has. No.
Because
yeah.
they're such like
They're too
They're such niche things
they're so
that we make fun
isolated,
of.
tiny moments. I can't tell you how many times I've said to someone, "Edward's really fast," and no one has any idea what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I said it at hockey one night, and everyone looked at me like, "That guy's name's not Edward." And I was like, "Oh, I know, but you guys don't get it."
Anyway.
Okay, well, that's a
All
wrap. We liked it. It was a good one. We're gonna take a break on Tom Hanks, kind of like we need a break for Studio Ghibli.
But we've set a date.
We have set a date for Studio Ghibli, Carmen, for our next one. We're gonna watch My Neighbor Totoro, and we're gonna watch it at Christmas, and we're gonna go no
Oh,
dubs.
too soon. Christmas.
Too soon. Carmen, that's like a month and a half.
That's a ways from now. Yeah, we got some time.
Okay.
Listen, we're gonna go no dubs on that one though. We're going
Watching it
full
in
subtitles,
Japanese.
so you're gonna have to lock in.
Okay.
Get your reading glasses on.
I've got them.
Okay. All right, guys. That's the end of this one. Thanks for sticking with us. Until next time, we're out.